one of his knights at the last moment. The Ottoman leaders usually stayed behind the center in order to observe the battlefield, but Ali Koca Bey commanded the left flank and fought in the front lines, which prevented him from judging the tactical situation. Famous Hungarian general Pál Kinizsi was commanding Stefan's right flank. He managed to lure the Ottoman left away from the center, and then rapidly attacked and dispersed it.
I'm gonna swap to a jungler Twitch chat. I was gonna hide
His
my
cavalry then attacked the Ottoman center, and soon the whole Ottoman army was in retreat. According to different sources, between 5,000 and 10,000 warriors of the Sultan were killed, while the Hungarians lost less than 3,000.
Yeah, it's always funny to me that these are considered like huge victories for the Hungarians. And for the Ottomans, it's like, that was a raiding party. We didn't care about them.
Hungary got some respite due to the victory at Bredfield. Sultan Mehmed now set his sights on strengthening his position in the Mediterranean and on conquering Italy, as according to some sources, Rome was his goal ever since he took Constantinople. The disunity in Italy was promising, and the newly acquired Albanian lands were a good springboard. The peace with Venice also helped, as the Ottoman navy didn't need to contend with its formidable navy anymore. In May of 1480, the Ottomans launched an invasion of Rhodes, but the Knights Hospitaller managed to repel the assault by August despite the overwhelming Ottoman numbers. At the same time, the invasion of Italy had begun. In July of 1480, a 20,000-strong Ottoman army under Gedik Ahmed Pasha set sail for the Kingdom of Naples, making landfall near Otranto. The garrison initially considered it to be a smaller raid and sallied out. As more Ottoman troops landed on the shores, the defenders were pushed back and forced to return to the city. The Ottoman commander sent a messenger, demanding that the city surrender and convert to Islam. The citizens and the garrison, which had around 2,000 soldiers, declined and managed to send messengers asking for help. Meanwhile, the Ottoman cannons were disembarked from the ships. On the 29th of July, the Ottomans surrounded the city and their cannons started bombarding the walls. As the garrison was too small to defend the outer walls, it moved to the citadel. The Ottomans quickly took the city, looting and burning as they did. Their cannons were moved to destroy the walls of the citadel. The siege continued for 15 days. On the 11th of August, the Ottoman artillery breached the northeastern wall and their troops entered the citadel. The garrison, alongside 10,000 citizens, were massacred and thousands were enslaved. According to the sources, 800 men were left alive, and the Ottomans tried to forcibly convert them to Islam, but they refused and were beheaded. These 800 became martyrs, and their death became a banner uniting the Christian forces. The Ottomans then raided the cities of Lecce, Taranto, Brindisi and Viesta. Most of their troops returned to Albania, leaving 1,500 as a garrison in Otranto. The kingdoms of Naples, Sicily and Hungary besieged the city in May of 1481. As Sultan Mehmed died on the 3rd of May, and with him the plan to take Italy, no help arrived for the garrison, and in August it surrendered.
No, Sultan says we don't really care about Italy, so you guys are on your own.
Mehmed didn't name a successor, so his sons Bayezid and Cem raced to the capital to capture the throne. The former was quicker and was declared Sultan Bayezid II on May 21st. Cem captured the cities in Anatolia and defeated Bayezid's forces on May 28th.
It's like a foot race.
He declared himself the Sultan and offered to Bayezid that they divide the empire. The latter refused, consolidated his forces, and moved against Cem himself, this time defeating his brother at Yenişehir. Cem fled to the Mamluks in Egypt, then to the Hospitallers, and ended up in the court of Pope Innocent VIII, who was willing to use the Ottoman prince as a bargaining chip against Bayezid. The new Sultan continued the Ottoman military conquests. Smaller raids were used to loot the areas on the borders or to punish rebellious vassals. One of the targets of the raids was the Kingdom of Croatia, which was in dynastic union with Hungary. In 1491, such a raid ended up in a Croatian victory at the Battle of Verpile. In 1493, the Ottoman ruler in Bosnia, Hadim Yakub Pasha, made another raid into Croatia, and the locals raised their forces to meet him at Kabava. Both sides had around 10,000 troops, but while the Ottoman army was made up of cavalry, the Croatians fielded a mix of infantry and cavalry. Initially, the Croatian
it's such a small battle in the grand scheme of things. 10,000.
Knew that he couldn't win a battle attacking uphill.
The raiding force earlier hit 15,000.
Ambush to the right of these hills, while 3,000 stayed to the left. The rest moved against the Croatians. After the initial attack, the Ottomans started retreating, and the Croatians pursued them, descending into more open terrain. The main Ottoman forces re-engaged them, while the two hidden groups attacked them from the right and rear. Soon the Croatian left retreated and was crushed. The center and the right were pushed back, and then surrounded. Almost the entire Croatian army was massacred, while the Ottomans lost only a few hundred. During this period, the Ottomans renewed hostilities with Venice and started their wars against Poland. Moldavia became an Ottoman vassal, while the Venetians were forced to give up their holdings on the Peloponnese after losing a number of naval engagements. Meanwhile, the main threat for the Ottomans was rising in the east, in Iran. The Seljuk, Mongol, and then the Timurid invasions changed the balance of power in the region.
Well, we're gonna have to wait for that one, Twitch chat. We got a game to play. Yay, video games. Ottoman Empire has done nothing in the last 200 years to contribute to the world we live in. Well, I mean, they've been dead for the last 100, so I feel like that's a bit unfair. You know? Honestly, Fanaku, they should really allow Muslim staff raiding parties in EU4. I really thought that's what they were gonna do in the Middle Eastern expansion. They've been so tame. They never do anything interesting. Okay, here's the thing. After the 1800s, the Ottoman Empire was such a piece of shit that counting anything they did yeah. Are we ever gonna play? Fuck. But you have to remember, the Ottoman Empire just stagnated like a motherfucker. The problem is they controlled so much land. It was really an issue. Listen to Hishinshin. It's just like I said. Last 200 years they have done nothing. Don't get mad. Just learn the history. Dude, the Ottoman Empire hasn't existed for 100 years. But the Ottoman Empire followed the same path that always happens. Empire, I mean, well, let's actually be fair. Nationalism really kicked the shit out of a lot of people. Once nationalism started to become a concept, and once people started to deal with nationalism, it did kill a lot of empires. It fucked with the Russians, it fucked with the, well, it destroyed the Austrian-Hungarians. The Ottomans had kind of kept it together, but then they got destroyed. Only mistake Ottoman Empire is to leave its Turkish root and embrace Balkan and Arab tradition. Well, that's not right. I mean, if you really want to be fair, you would say that they had Persian traditions and they had Orthodox traditions primarily. Why do I feel like I'm taking so much fucking damage from the jungle? Oh, okay. Yeah, not ghosting, by the way. Turns it on literally as he's crossing the wall. Not ghosting, though. What was I gonna say? The Turks were just tribes from the Russian steppes. So the first thing he did was conquer Persia, so they took a lot of Persian traditions, and then they moved into Anatolia and took a shitload of Greek traditions. Then they conquered the Roman Empire and took up more Greek traditions. Then at the height of their power, like half their population was Catholic. So no shit, they start to take a lot of Balkan traditions. So, I feel like there's definitely something that people don't quite understand. Lasted until the Arabs unmasked them and like, wait, you guys are really shitty Muslims. And the Turks were like, ooh, we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you darn Arabs. Let me give you examples here. The Ottoman sultans had wineries and shit. Now, in a religion where you're not supposed to drink, where you have a winery, Oh fuck! I thought I was gonna get him. Shit! If I had Pop Ghost, I thought 100% I kill him on this play. I thought there was a 0% chance I didn't kill him. Armenians aren't from the Balkans, dude. If you're saying the Armenian genocide proves that the Ottomans weren't using Balkan traditions, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just out of here. Fuck it, let's walk it back, Twitch chat. I feel like this Warwick is actually spending too much time trying to counter jungle me. For how fed he is, he should kind of be dominating the map. What are you? Okay, he still got him. I'm doing to this Hecarim what I actually consider a very good strategy as a jungler. When you literally cannot get your own jungle in fear of being ganked, the correct strategy, and at least in my opinion, is to just say fuck it and gank. He probably took that. Oh, there's nothing for me here, unfortunately. Well, actually, I can get some farm here.
surpass the frailty.
Thank you,
of your
Cosmic
form.
Daily Dose of Colento. Thank you for subscribing to our channel.
A summoner has disconnected. An enemy is godlike.
Yeah, Lulu just kind of kept me on lockdown that entire fight. Polymorph is a fun ability. Said no one ever. I'm actually out leveling this Warwick. I'm actually like legitimately confused. Wait, Braum never came back. Oh, I'm just now noticing that. Hey. I think that was the right target. I wasn't gonna get a kill, but I was gonna save his life by knocking Diana up. Or, sorry, knocking Anivia up to prevent Diana from dying. Because it canceled the Anivia ult. Yeah, alright. Well, if anywhere, it'd be here. God damn. Oh, he went full damage, Warwick. Okay. I'm gonna skip over then and build magic resist instead of building more health for now. He's like really bad at jungling too. He doesn't ever steal anything important. He like takes a blue buff or something and is like, yeah, I took your blue buff, Hecarim. What will you do? And I'm like, I'll ignore it because it doesn't really matter for me. You know, like, yeah. Oh my god. I really curious you. My mentality has been shot past belief. When I see people like that, Gnar, my first thought is, all right, let's play some League of Legends. And then that happens, and I'm like, ah. They're just gonna like that, like ah. Unpopular opinion. We can't stop the Baron, we might as well take the Dragon. I pressed smite. I know I pressed smite. With all my fucking heart, I guarantee I pressed smite. With all my fucking heart. In fact, I pressed it so many times I actually looked down at my keyboard to make sure I was hitting the right key. Okay. Ah, shit, we're in the part of the game where everyone takes all my jungle. Well, the only problem is if they kick the shit out of us. I'll be honest, I did not think the full damage Warwick was gonna survive. Really thought we were just gonna crush her. And then they killed me, so that was the whole thing. The Nivea doesn't have teleport. I feel like they actually threw the game just trying to chase me around again. I say that a lot. See, I'm torn on Conqueror, because on the one hand, Conqueror is overpowered. On the other hand, without Conqueror, tanks would literally actually just be unkillable. You can see it when you fight tanks without using Conqueror, and What's exactly the problem, though? Conqueror is good versus everything, but, like, without Conqueror, you would just see 5 tanks in every game. I mean, I think the real thing is a middle ground. Where's my 7% armor pen runes?
Double kill.
I had no smite. I had to smite Aurelia to survive. And it, in my opinion, ICU, it comes down to things like Hecarim. Hecarim actually used to be, like, you know, a good character. Now he's relegated into one shot of squishy and that's it. You know? I feel like Conqueror is actually just horrible for the game, but I just don't really know if there's a solution. Blade of the Ruined King fucking sucks dick right now. So it's not like you can be like, oh, I'm against a tank. Let me go Blade of the Ruined King to chew through them, because it won't do anything. They just have too much armor. When everyone started getting infinite armor, it kind of got a bit fucked.
An ally has been slain.
I should have gone in on that Werewolf. Never mind, I should not have gone in on that Werewolf. Okay.
Shut down.
That was maybe not our best move. I'm not gonna say it wasn't our best move. I'm just gonna say there was a possibility that it wasn't our best move.
A summoner has disconnected.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it's not good. And they've double. Well, they're a bad late game team, so the double Infernal doesn't really hurt us that badly. On the other hand, we just lost Braum and gave him a bunch of gold.
They will greet you as heroes.
Thank you, Shadow of Mordor. I really hope that Braum doesn't take 12 years to connect again, because we really don't have 12 years. Anivia is good late, but I actually think against our particular team comp, she's not good late. I basically think that Conquer needs to be removed from the game, but it can't just be removed from the game. Does that make sense to you? Like, they can't just turn around today and say, we're removing it. They need to rebalance everything. Okay. I'm just gonna show, not to actually like be there, but to just kind of show that I'm there. Like, hey, better not do anything. I think tanks need massive across-the-board nerfs in pretty much every retrospect. Or sorry, in pretty much every, not retrospect, in every prospect. And then they can remove Conqueror. But I think tanks are so unbelievably fucking broken that without Conqueror, you would actually just never play a Bruiser again. Like, try to play a Bruiser top when they pick a tank and don't pick Conqueror. You basically have to win by level 3 or, well,